Welcome in. If you're excited to see the latest addition to the FunWhole or Lumibricks, depending on when you're watching this video, Cyberpunk Neon City theme, I've got you covered. Feast your eyes on the Japanese-influenced FunWhole Izakaya. This is set number F9073. It contains 1,987 pieces and some really neat printed pieces. And not just lights, but so many lights to ensure this set comes to life at night. A huge thank you to FunWhole for sending this set to us so we could share with all of you. We are FunWhole affiliates, and as a result, you can save 10% at funwhole.com using code SheClicksBricks. Make sure to check out the FunWhole store on Amazon as well, as you may find it cheaper. FunWhole often has big savings with new releases, so any other offers or promotions they send our way, we will be sure to put in the description of this video. Be sure to stick around until the end because I have got a surprise for you. I'm Stacy and this is... Take a closer look at the outside of this set. You can see down here at the bottom we have some boxes, and right away we actually have a sliding door. Really love the prints. You can see the awning that we have here that actually tilts as well. On the other side we've got a printed sign, and you can see actually on both of these that we have the strip lights, the LED strip lights, so nice and bright. We've got a nice clear front door with a printed awning. Got a little printed piece up here. He's got a face on with a bird on top, some birds here. The second floor is a Japanese style meeting room. I love this build here, how it's built like a circle, and then to find out that I was going to put a tree, build a tree through it is really neat. This light, beautiful. And then we've got a little red light here. This is a printed wall, and then we've got another sliding door, and all through the bottom of this is some landscaping. Really good job. You can see up here we've got another strip light in between, and these awnings match the ones down below as well as this one over here, and we've got a blue tube in that roof. We've got some fans here with some leaves, but they look really nice. I've never seen those actual fans before. And then on our roof, we have our antenna, which of course lights up. Now, so you can see the rest of this building. I'm actually going to take this piece off because it easily disconnects. And we'll take a look at the other side on the bottom floor. So now we can see the other side of the Izakaya much better. We can see this outdoor counter. Really nice that it has a window that opens and closes. We've got a bowl on the counter. We've got a couple of stools. We've got a printed piece here and here. And then the printed sign above the counter with some lights built right in. And it's got some different flashing patterns. Really nice. We've got another light over here, and now you can better see this side as well with the blue light up top. Then our next structure over here in the corner is a shrine, really nicely built with some Technic pieces. We've got a cat on top with prints. It looks like maybe he's a calico. And then down below we have our noodle shop. So you can see underneath we have a table and chairs, and there's actually a bowl of ramen noodles on the table. And then next to that is our self-service ramen noodle machine. So it's pretty cool actually that you can take one of these printed pieces and then put it in the back, and it comes right out of the front. And I love the printed piece that you can see the light through there. I'll show you what it looks like on the side and the back, and you can see that light flashing through the back. Nice structure on top too. I like how it's rounded. And that was a separate build, and then this was built onto it. So that's the structure covering the table and chairs of the noodle shop. Then we have our elevator to take us up to the Japanese style meeting room. Slides really well, slides really well on that piece. And then around the back, we have a nice, beautiful window on top so we can see right into the meeting place. And then down below, you can see some chrome pieces. That's actually the back of a fridge. And then this piece here that actually does come out, and we'll show you that in a bit. So remember this piece that we moved? This is actually the takoyaki. This is a cute little build on itself, by itself. You can see we've got some glass pieces there, and you can see we've got some food on the counter. That is actually takoyaki, which is a Japanese snack, and it's ball shaped. This octopus, wow. So many different pieces used to make him. There's clear pieces, there's hinge pieces. You can see he's got his eyes there in the front. He's holding a pan and a spatula because he's got an egg there. Just incredible. And I'll spin him around a little bit for you so you can see all the tentacles. And then the other side of the building, we've got a window there. You can see right through to the shop. Another nice glass piece. And then we've got some printed awnings over on this side. I do want to put the takoyaki back onto the set, but before I do, I just want to take a look at these connectors so that you can see on the outside of the base. Now I'm also going to take this egg off because it's not attached. It's just loose on there. And I'm going to put this back on to the main part of the set. And now you can see the lights are on. I think it's pretty amazing. Right in the middle of the set like that. You can see there's another connector over here. Wanted to attach it to something else. Very neat. So we are inside the first floor of the Izakaya, and right away you can see that purple light, some printed pieces, and those double clear doors. We've got a seating area for our customers. You can see we've got some food, specifically some sushi on the table, which is really neat. And we've got a counter area as well. This side we have a wall with just lots of different details. Looks like maybe a TV or some kind of screen. That is actually the wall that comes out, and you can see those pieces are built on the back of the plate, which I thought was really neat. When we go over to behind and in the kitchen, you can see we've got a full stocked fridge. There's a fish and a lobster in there. There's a sink. We've got a piece of salmon and a big hatchet there. I like the chrome pieces used for the separation. And I'll turn it around this way so you can see the back wall a little bit more. Pretty good use of a small space. You can also see our connector there as well for the top floor for our lights. So I definitely want to show you this back wall coming off. We talked about it. So there's a piece here that you can just grab onto. There's 4 studs there that it attaches to. But look, this is our back wall with our screen and some other details. There's some cups and an umbrella there. And now you can see right into the dining area of the Izakaya. You can see the tables and chairs and the counter, the food and mugs on the counter. Really nice how it opens up. But wait, we're not done yet, because this elevator actually comes out in one piece as well. So now you can see right the back wall of the kitchen, and now you can see right into the kitchen area. You can see more details in there. I love it. Now we've got both of these sides wide open. So how is that for playability? Now we're on to our second floor. This is our Japanese style meeting room. I want to show it from the top because I want you to be able to see the tube lighting over there. Really neat how it attaches on both ends. And then we have our connector as well because we still have a roof to come. But inside you can see we have some details. Believe that is a table. And then we've got a tea set over there. And then we've also got a planter for our tree. But this actually comes right out so you can see much better inside. And as well, we've got a little detail here that this piece is actually on a hinge. We can see we have some surprises inside. The pot for the tree is inside, but it comes right through this circular window, which I thought was really interesting. We've got our sign that we've already seen that turns purple. And our roof. Really interesting details here. Now I keep calling this an awning because it has some movement, but it's actually probably part of the roof. But I like the binocular pieces used to give it that pattern. It's really nice, some nice gold pieces there. And I already talked about these green fans. I just thought they're really fancy. So the same kind of style over here on the other side. And then we have our antenna. Some interesting used pieces here. We've got some clear tubing and we've got these angle pieces here. Just take a look all the way around. You can see this piece on the bottom is like a wheel, and then we can see that the light goes right through there. So now that we've looked at the entire building in and out, I'm going to put this back together. So we're going to put our second floor on, and take notice, there's no lights on our second floor right now, but now there is. And then our roof. And there we go. We've got all of our lights. So we know how different Cyberpunk is, so we definitely have some different and very interesting characters as minifigs. They all have different hair or hats or helmets or hoods. Really colorful. I like that we've got the cloth cape that comes with this guy. And I'll show you the back as well so that we can see the prints through the back. You can see this guy has a mohawk. She's got straight hair on one side and curly on the other. See ponytails in the back. Really interesting, but the prints are really well done and very consistent. In addition to our very interesting minifigs, we also have a very interesting cyber pet. I think he's supposed to be a dog, but he's kind of interesting to build with all the angle pieces and clip pieces. I'll turn him around for you. But he's cute, but he's not really my favorite piece, simply because he doesn't fit on any studs. So he just stands loose. Now on to the build experience. The brick quality and clutch and color match are all amazing in this set. The printed pieces are very unique to meet the theme, and the lights, wow. There are different types of lights with multiple different colors, all used throughout, and this build kept my interest all the way through. The fact that there are so many smaller builds was so satisfying. I honestly felt a great sense of accomplishment each time I finished one of these small builds. I do have to mention, in my opinion, FunWhole's instructions are among the best I've ever seen. They are so clear and concise that I almost never find myself scratching my head and wondering, what do they want me to do in this step? Even when it comes to the lighting instructions. Now, with that being said, I do want to mention that in step 33 of bag 1, I had to make an adjustment. I moved the F piece by one stud as the wire for the light was going to be very stretched to place the light where it needed to go. This F piece is in the base of the set, so moving this caused no issues. Just gave me the wire length I needed to place the light. This set is a full base plate in size, so it's 32 by 32 studs and will fit right in with the first Cyberpunk set, the apartment. This absolutely was a fun and relaxing build. Having said that, I do feel that if you're new to brick building, you may not want this to be your first set, just due to some of the techniques and the lights. It's not hard, it's just detailed. There's a lot going on here. There were some very interesting techniques used, and specifically the octopus. Oh my gosh. Building the body and the tentacles, it was so interesting. I really enjoy that the base is built mill style. It makes the set strong and sturdy. This is one of those sets that I can carry or move with ease and not be concerned with anything breaking or loosening. Well, as long as you take the egg off the pan and the robot off the base. There are some jumpers outside for our minifigs, so yay! I had no missing pieces and quite a few extra pieces that I do appreciate. I think you probably guessed already, but I really enjoyed this set and I am so happy to have another one to add to my Cyberpunk collection. And now for one of my favorite parts with FunWhole is turning the lights off so that you can see this beauty in the dark. You can see some of the strip lights. You can see that beautiful purple sign. You can see some of the tube lights. See the flashing light on the bottom floor of the Izakaya. I'm going to spin this around. You can see the back of the machine. right through the clear door there. And then look at this. It's the back. You can actually see light coming through the back. I also take this off, and I'll take the bottom off so you can see through as well with the lights out in the room. So nice and bright in those areas. I love it and think it is gorgeous. Are you ready for your surprise? We're almost there. Before we get there, I want to show you the connectors on the base. So notice that there's some studs there. When I turn this one around, it's actually the opposite stud. So you can actually attach other sets directly to this base to run off of this power. So for the power source, you can use the provided battery box that comes with it, or you can use a battery bank. So I'm going to leave the battery box with it, and I'm going to turn this set around, and it's comparison time. So I'm going to bring over the Cyberpunk apartment, and this is your surprise. Isn't that amazing? We've got one battery box that lights up both sets by using those connectors. Before we get out of here, we have one more Cyberpunk set to add. The police patrol car. Let us know in the comments what you think. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit that thumbs up and subscribe on your way out. And until next time, keep clicking those bricks.